How many times a day should you be posting on social media as a church or as a lead pastor account? How often would you post? What would you post about?
I post once a day about actually talking about getting together and having conversations. So about the church and getting ready for the launch and things like that.
You would ask a question?
Yeah.
Is that what conversation you would always be? Because we post a lot of things on churches and we ask questions and we don't get a lot of comments. Because if we do that too much, it's just like, oh, this wasn't exciting. They're always asking a question.
Totally. It should be a once in a blue moon type of thing where like, oh, church asked me a question. This will be fun. And then it starts that conversation. But if you ask questions at the end of every post, then it gets repetitive for sure.
I think if we had the manpower to do it, I would say like honestly 5 or 6 times a week. I mean, do you think I'm wrong? I would do 5 or 6 times a week on a church account, and the name of the game is to not make it seem boring or repetitive.
Yeah. No, and I think the biggest thing is that each church is different, and so you can't be posting exactly like, okay, I saw this other church post 4 Bible verses, so I'm going to post 4 Bible verses. Like, that's not going to work. Like, you might have this really awesome event going on. Mm-hmm. Like, you should have a post for it.
Yeah. And I think there's a move towards more and more churches doing non-spiritual things, just purely fun things on social media, and it's getting like good engagement. There was around Halloween, there was like this post that like every church was using, that they took like the shape of a clock and they did Snickers, Reese's, and it was just like, it was like, pick one. And people, there was no spirituality in that, but then they're getting all these engagement and everything like that.
Do you think that there should be, as our social media guru, do you think there should be a difference in how much you post based on the demographic for the church? Example one being, if it's a church plant and they're, I don't know, in a cool theater in Portland and they're all walking around outside and you're constantly just posting photos from last Sunday and the human element of all of that. Is that the same type of voice that you should have in that social media account? Every day posting pictures of the community, or if it's a church with a building, a little bit of an older demographic, I mean, are you going to be posting pictures of people in the lobby? Like, it's just a different voice. So I guess it's just figuring out the balance between, or just understanding your church's demographic and what kind of visuals it's going to be.
Yeah, I think you can look at another church's account and you can be like, wow, they have such a good community. They have good faces. Like, we want to post like that. Mm-hmm. And you can. If you're in like rural Midwest, you can still find people to post, and you can still find communities to community members to take photos of and things like that. And so I think it's really just taking that initiative, and you might not be in a place as cool and as hip as like, say, Portland, but you can make it.
So your answer is it doesn't matter. It should be the human element, and almost every day, even though it's a different demographic?
Yeah, I think what a lot of churches are lacking is the human element. Like, I can go on an account and I have no clue that there's people
you're talking
there.
Fancy. What is human element? Like, there's not enough smiling face pictures?
Yeah, people's faces. I can see like 10 posts in a row that are all graphics and quotes and like stock photos of, you know, mountains and rivers, and they have nice quotes on top of them. But I don't know what the pastor looks like. I don't know like if there's any families that go there. So like, just having a photo of, you know, smiling people in the lobby having coffee, but you know it's real people and not stock images, makes your entire feed seem warmer and more friendly.
Totally.